JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, Hanover Businesswoman killed, son injured. Please remember to subscribe, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items. A Hanover businesswoman was killed and her son injured during a gun attack at their restaurant in Great River, St. James this afternoon. The deceased has been identified as 52-year-old Rose Christian of Woodland District. It is reported that about 2:30 p.m., men posing as customers entered the establishment and ordered food. While in the process of being served, the men pulled handguns and opened fire, hitting Christian and her son. She died on the spot, while her son was rushed to hospital. The shooting took place on the side of a heavily traveled section of the main road leading towards Hanover. Mrs. Christian is the 24th person to be murdered in St. James and the 6th female to have been killed in Western Jamaica since the start of the year. Cops identify body dumped on highway. The police have identified a body that was dumped on a section of the Edward-Seaga Highway on Friday night. The body was found after two men, who were later detained, were seen by a motorist dumping it from a vehicle in which they were traveling on the highway. It has been identified as that of Carlton Alexander Daughtry, 36, a pig farmer from Denby, Clarendon, but who is originally from Berwick Road in Kingston 13. Crime Chief for the Area 5 Police, Superintendent Derek Champagny, said that the police have not established a motive for the killing. He said neither of the two suspects, ages 21 and 35, have been charged. Reports were that about 10:15 p.m., Jamaica Defence Force JDF personnel were alerted by a motorist that a man was thrown from a vehicle on the highway. Acting on that information, the JDF officers intercepted a silver Nissan motor car with the two men on board. A search of the vehicle led to the seizure of a firearm. Blood was also seen in a section of the vehicle. The men were subsequently detained for questioning. Further checks by the JDF officers led to the discovery of the body along the roadway. The body was taken to the morgue. Get crime under control in 60 days or resign, Golding tells Commissioner. With more than 100 murders committed within 23 days since the start of the year, Mark Golding, President of the People's National Party PNP, has called for Commissioner of Police Major General Anthony Anderson to resign if he doesn't get crime under control within the next 60 days.
If the Commissioner cannot find another strategic approach to getting the crime problem under control within the next 60 days, I think he must call it a day as well and allow someone else to take up the mantle of Commissioner. Ladies and gentlemen, my fellow Jamaicans, this government has totally mismanaged the national security of our country. Jamaica has witnessed a 10% increase in murders in 2021 and a 19% increase in murders over the first 3 or so weeks of 2022, with 112 people being killed in just 23 days. Jamaica cannot go on like this. There must be accountability for such poor performance in the critical area of our national security. Dr. Horace Chan's tenure as Minister of National Security has been an abject failure, leaving Jamaicans feeling frightened, hopeless, and in despair. He clearly cannot bring the vision, energy, and vigor and communication skills which that portfolio requires. We are therefore calling on the Prime Minister to relieve him of his duties in that portfolio and give someone else an opportunity to bring a fresh and hopefully more effective approach. Commissioner of Police Anthony Anderson is also hereby being put on warning. He is the main architect and promoter of the government's state of emergency strategy as an ongoing policing tool. No other Commissioner of Police before him has followed that unprecedented and what we regard as a dangerous path, abrogating the most basic and hard-won rights of Jamaicans in the name of ordinary policing. The constitutionality of his use of the state of emergency is in serious doubt. As I have already shown, there are other tools in the toolbox for him to use, and some others that the government needs to quickly deal with and address to provide him with, which should have been legislated for already. If the Commissioner cannot find another strategic approach to getting the crime problem under control within the next 60 days, I think he must call it a day as well and allow someone else to take up the mantle of Commissioner.
JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.